Generic greetings and welcome back to MewnBase. Today's beverage is... That's a very refreshing chilled coconut water, very nice indeed. So welcome back to MewnBase. It's been a while. In fact, I checked back on the channel and it's been close to a year since I last played and displayed MewnBase, which is fine, but I often like to jump into the game maybe once or twice a year to see what's been added, improved, changed, etc. And I know if nothing else, with 0.52.2, that's what the current version is here, there's been enemies added to the game. So you've got melee damage and enemies, and I think also stuff to do with vehicles. So I don't think it'll be as chill as perhaps it would have been in previous builds because we now have enemies to deal with, but hopefully it will be quite interesting. If you've not seen any of the series or the game in general, essentially it's a light-hearted survival game about being a cat. End sentence, that's basically the end of it. You are a cat and you are on a moon and have to survive. It's a survival game and that's pretty much it. This is going to be a mini-series where we play it and hopefully survive to the end. So with that said and done, let's go to new game. And I want to go to world settings, and what we'll have is terrain seed, G seed 100. So if you want to follow on, oh, why is that G seed? G seed 100. So if you want to follow on, that's the seed there. I do have hostile creatures on, everything else is on default, and then we'll go to normal mission, and you can change like the colour of your helmet and like the colour of the fur, etc. That seems fine. And we'll call the cat, I think, Bella, because, well, it seems like a nice name for a cat. We need to land on the planet and survive on CDR-421 and survive for 26 days. So let's jump in and I'll show you a little bit of it if you're not familiar. This is our lander, and there we go, job done. On the top it shows us how many days left. So yeah, we've got 26 days to survive, and as we wander around we'll find many things. So we've got piles of scrap and bits we need to pick up, like these things, the stuff, other things like these are bits we can't pick up yet. That's just something we don't have the tools to do. We're looking for a shovel to do that, and I'm just going to run around and gather resources while I try to find a couple of crates that should have, there we go, there's both crates, that should have our basic survival gear in there. So in these crates we have a couple of things. We have a generator, which I will place in there. This is all temporary, you understand. An oxygen producer, we have our crafting table, and then finally an airlock, and placing all of those will then allow us, if I just turn on the generator like so, it'll start producing oxygen. Speaking of oxygen, you can see on the top left we have oxygen and energy. If oxygen goes to 0, you start losing health. Health is on the right hand side there, and you've also got food as well. So just don't let any of this go to 0. That's the main objective. We have a torch that we can turn on as well, which illuminates things because it does get very dark at night, as you may imagine. And we also have like comms ranges and vehicles to craft, and as I said, enemies as well. But I don't know where the enemies are, and I don't know how hostile they are, so the fun will be in finding out. I'm just going to run around and gather some basic materials for the time being. It looks like we've got some roots here, and I think you can make like a root stew, if I remember correctly, so we'll see. And there's a seed as well, because there is actually farming in the game as well. For as simple as the game is, and fairly chill a game is, there's actually a fair bit in here. Anyway, we're going to go over to our crafting bench, and we're going to craft a crude shovel, which I now notice has a damage rating, which I wasn't in the game previously, but this thing will allow us to start gathering some of this, which is ore, and well, hopefully we can use this to smelt down and yeah, and get some proper metals. But that does require us to, I guess it does require us to have a smelter, and well, we don't, so that's going to be a bit of an issue. I wonder if I can craft it with the materials that I have. Probably not. I'm going to just run around and pick up a lot of this scrap as well, which is giving us electronics components and bits of scrap, and also water. I've been looking for some water for some time, and only just stumbled across this ice here, which we can then melt, and then we gain some water for, well, for O2, for bottles of water, as well as for crafting food. Day-night cycle as well. Currently day 1. It's 10 minutes past, or 20 minutes past 5, and I've also lost. I was going to say I've lost my little habitat there. And O2 is going in the critical level, so I'm just going to go inside here, cycle the airlock, and then you can see the base stats on the left. So it shows you oxygen, power, and water, which, well, they ain't much at all. So let me just open that up and let's see what we can craft. We've got a bench there. We've got... oh, we need a smelter, so we need stone for that. So I'm just going to have a look around, and we've got some more scrap. You notice I'm not using the shovel to pick this scrap up. We can just pick it up with our bare hands here. But I'm not finding It's strangely, it's quite a difficult start actually, because we're not getting much in terms of wood, and I haven't found any stones. We're looking for. I'm not talking about these big ones. These big ones we can't do anything about yet. However, we're looking for these small ones like this, and oh yeah, we're actually full. I'm gonna have to place one of these seeds down. Can I just drop it? I think I can if I just drop it somewhere like that. Yeah, there we go. And finally, we'll pick up these stones. So. That will allow us to, hopefully, at least build something. Oh, there's one more over on the left here, so that should be fine. But obviously, it's also getting dark now, so something I need to be aware of. Don't want to get lost, and it's also very easy to get lost in the game as well. Especially when you haven't got any... I might as well pick these up while we're here. Well, especially when we haven't got any beacons. You can craft a beacon so you can head in a certain direction to get there. And, oh, it's... yeah, it's got a bit dark now. We can turn on our light, and oh, look at that. So the sandstorm, we, like, slow down. Is that new, or is that something that we've seen previously? And I am totally lost. Let's press M for map, and there you go. I noticed you get a tablet out there, which was fairly cool. I'm going to just power this up here, and then get inside, away from this storm. It doesn't lower your health by the look of it, so that is good. Suit health, oxygen is going down, and energy is not ideal. But I'm going to create... What did I want to create? Another smelter, but I can't at the moment. I'll tell you what I'll make. I'll make some... this plant slop here, but we can't actually pick it up because our inventory is full. I will dump down these seeds and then pick it up from the inventory, and then we'll go for 1, 2, and then that's us pretty much sorted. So yeah, it's been a difficult start. I wouldn't have thought that we'd have these amount of problems, but apparently we have. So we need one more stone in order to craft something. So I'm just going directly down and just sort of looking left and right like that. I'm not focusing on anything other than scrap and stone, I guess. Scrap's fine, we can pick that up. And actually, I've changed my mind, ice. Because we do... oh, can we pick it up? Yes, we can. Oh, there we go, there's stone, finally. And we'll use the shovel, and I think that'll probably break the shovel. Yeah, it's... Oh, no, it's not broken, the shovel, but we do have... at least the bare minimum now for one smelter. So I'll go straight back up. We can see these jelly mushroom things, they actually glow. Turn the suit off, and then we will craft a smelter finally, which will go... I think we'll place it on the back of this. You do need energy for that, and I would like another generator, but you need metal plates and components, so I can't actually use those at this stage. So I'll place it down here. I will go ahead and just say, right, craft all of those, please, and then I think I'll make another generator to put it to one side. The problem with that is, you notice you can't get in between those, which is quite difficult. The problem with that is that we don't have much wood as well, so I'm really struggling on this playthrough here, but that's okay. We will do what we can, and here we go. So we've got this thing here. This is a crate, an artifact, and you pick it up and you're able to basically do some research on it and find secrets about it, and it gives you research points to unlock things. And once again, we've found a scrap field, and luckily loads of this, which is good. And that's an enemy. Oh, so see that enemy up the top right? I don't want to get too close because I don't know what the threat range or ag range is, but I'm just here mainly to look for wood. And oh, suit oxygen is low and we are losing health. How close are we to the base? I don't think we're close enough. I think this may be a fail, and I have to get round here as well. Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. I think health was about 1 or 2. Good grief, that was worrying. Okay, so we've got enemies. 80 hunger, what were we on? Oh, yeah, we can have that. Yeah, 80 hunger. Wow. And health went to an extremely low level. And we've only got 1 wood. This is concerning. Let's see, can we craft? There's a research lab. There's another generator, because I want to move this along. So that'll go in... I'm going to pick this up. That'll go in here followed by the smelter down there. So we now have them separate, so we don't have to worry about that. Just going to cycle that again, get that oxygen up. We need more wood. It's all a matter of getting timber. Opening up here, we can see north is an area that I have not really explored too much, so we'll have a look up there. I think you can create... Can you create an axe, or am I just making that up? I'm not too sure, but I'm going to collect all the wood that I can. I'm pretty much going to ignore scrap for now. I think we've got more than enough there, but we do need to collect that. Ah, there's some wood. I do want to collect... Oh, there's our axe broke, sadly. We've got enough water for a while, but I do need timber. There's one. You see, I'm looking on the land rather than on there. And there's another one of those creatures, and I don't have anything to hit it. And I can't do anything there. Okay, so I've got one wood out of all of that. They've got all these trees. I wonder if we can cut those down. I wonder if it's a deliberate change of the game, or whether we've just started off in a sort of difficult area. Over here we will say craft as much of that as we possibly can. I'm going to go to here and craft some of this, all of the, use all of this and just get some water, and that gives 25 health, does it? 25 hunger it fulfills. There we go. Cycle the airlock once again and just keep filling up that oxygen, and now it's raining. Now that would be good if I have a water collector, but well, I don't. So collect that, and I guess we're going to have to craft another shovel, which requires timber, which is what we don't have. Somewhat ironically as well, just fill that up. One new thing that's been added is wooden signs. I mean, good, that's great and all, but that doesn't really help us when we've got absolutely no timber whatsoever. I'm just heading up here, and I'm just looking for timber. But in the dark, it's almost impossible to see anything. Obviously high contrast for that, fair enough. Can't even pick any of this up because I've not got anything to pick that up. And we could be 2 feet away from an enemy, I wouldn't even know. Loads of scrap. Loads of rocks. Oh! And there's an enemy. It seems to be guarding the wood. Can we attack it? Yes, we can. I'm just circling around it. Oh, and we killed it. Alright, well that actually didn't seem to be too bad. Power for the suit is gone, so we lose our UI. We can still, luckily, activate our... Oh, no point in digging that up. There was an artifact there. Luckily, we can still activate our map and head back. And I think oxygen was... It wasn't ideal, but it wasn't terrible either. And this is offline, but it should have oxygen. I'm going to have to power this up. So once again, the thing we needed to find, wood, we have found. We can't do much about it. There's a research lab. I am going to craft one and put it next to this. Just put that rock down, pick up the research lab and place it there. Oh, and there's our oxygen again. Day 3. Okay, can confirm this is far from the chillest game we have played of MewnBase. Let me just put that down and pick up this artifact, because we can then go up to the analyzer and put in the artifact and research. It takes 2 minutes to fully research, although I don't think it will fully research because we are out of energy very soon anyway. But I just need to find more timber, and I guess bottom right. Can we take these down? Not ready to collect yet. And what about this? Different tool to pick things up. Yeah, okay. So we're just looking for timber. Just opening that up and looking around. And there's another artifact. I might as well pick it up while we're here. There we go. There's some wood. Finally. Please drop 2. That would be brilliant. Yes! 2. Didn't think I'd be excited I don't think I've ever been excited of getting 2 timber. And there's 4. We're on a roll. Oh, here's some more. Brilliant. This is exactly what we need. Sadly, that one didn't pay out. Right. I'm heading back. Because suit oxygen is low. You can see I'm dropping all the seeds. They'll stay there anyway. They stay there permanently. And another bit of timber. Right. We've got 6 timber. That is more than enough for our needs, I believe, for the time being. Just double check the map. I think we're heading the right direction. Yes, we are. Suit oxygen is 7, 6, 5. It's going down. We will only just make it, I think. We may lose a little bit of health. And there you go. And then fill our suit up. We need a slightly bigger area. I'm going to probably go for a start, we'll say craft a shovel because we need one of those. We'll fill up that to let that analyze. And I think we need, well, for a start we'll just drop this artifact next to there because why not? Pick that up, and we need to start increasing the size of the base. However, I don't know if we have the technology. If we go to research there, you can see you've got construction, which makes extra habitat stuff. We need 5 samples, and you get 5 samples off every one research there. So that's the takeaway. Let me just get some more oxygen and probably fuel that up as well. And I guess we're about halfway now. Yeah, that's fine. I'm going to head back over to the left to that bit because we haven't really explored. Oh, actually, is there any point with all the stuff we're carrying? We'll do that and drop these as well. Yeah, we'll head over to the left and try and get an area where we are. Yeah, we're now exploring new territory. I don't know how big the map is, in fact. I've not really explored. I've certainly not explored it to like the end of time where you can't see anything. And oh, look at this. This is 3 wood right next door. And there's a... Oh, there's one of these. And oh, look at that. Ow. Bang. Get away. It does like a little charge thing, so you can build up. Oh, and it dropped a rock, so it's made of rock. How curious. And there's loads of timber. Hang on, is this... this isn't even the artifact I was looking for, by the way. I was going elsewhere for it, but I've just found loads of wood here, so that is totally fine with me. So I'm going to pick that up. I'm actually going to drop this ore when I find the artifact. That's the one I was looking for. That's what I was looking for. So I'm going to drop this ore here and then pick that up. Suit oxygen is fine. So we now have 3 artifacts and I know where the 4th one is. So research will be pretty good. Research, I think, will be pretty good indeed. So let's get inside here. There's no leaks, which is alright. And then fill up our suit oxygen. This requires another sample, which I will endeavour to get. So we've got an artifact 1, 5 research points. Continue, and continue searching, and let's check out. So we can go for tools, 5 samples. Construction, which is 5 samples. Technically, a Mark II suit is 20 samples. And then cooking as well, which is, oh, an energy bar, that's new. And a garden patch. I'm going to go with tools, research tooling. Look at that. Nice colours, especially in the dark. And, oh yeah. Yeah, we're getting an axe. Of course we're getting an axe. And that's an improved shovel, a sturdier shovel. We will probably get that when we, well, when we need it, basically. I'm going to put in, I think nothing. I need to put in, certainly that there. If we start to smelt, by the way, it won't work, because we are pretty much full. I'm going to... I don't think I need to do much more. I'm going to turn the torch on. I'm going to find this like dead tree. Oh, there's lightning strikes now. Ah, yeah, we can chop this tree down. And we get some wood. Good. They're like dead trees by the look of it. And keep away from those. So we've got soup. Slop, I think it is actually, technically. So more than enough for our needs. Let's get inside. Sorry, just cycle out. I'm just trying to get our oxygen up. So, it has been the most difficult start, and I don't know whether that's the seed or whether the change in the game, or my ineptitude. Probably a combination of all 3, mainly the latter. But we are coming close to day 4, which is something I'm happy with. Oh, hang on, we got lightning, and there we are. And let's just see, 15 seconds for that research, and this has actually ran out of energy, so I'll go to generator and make sure that's producing, which it now is. And there we go. I'm going to pick up that, and this will be done shortly. Artifact 11, research points, continue, start researching, over to research, we'll research construction. For construction, we will go for, well, we need a construction yard, so we need to create some components, which I've done, then a construction yard. Construction yard will go on to, well, somewhere, and we'll start constructing a bigger base. And it is very much desirable because the bigger the base, the higher the maximum oxygen is for your base, so we can store more oxygen. So when we come back, we can sort of fill up. So you can see we've got, oh, metal walls and gates. That's pretty good. So you can gate off your place. That's pretty good. So we're now needing more metal by the look of it, which is fine. So let's just go ahead and get that. So obviously I've got the shovel here. I'll head off and gather as much of this as possible. It's something that is in abundance around here, so I'm not really too much of a problem. So the starting stuff there wasn't a lot of, but this stuff, well, we do have a fair bit. And we can set up some farming if we need be. I'm hoping to get a decent amount of metal and really go through the tech tree to get, well, ideally vehicles sooner rather than later. There's a problem. We can't pick that up. That's a shame. I'll come back for it if I remember. It's not mandatory that we... Oh, there's the one that we dropped. It's not mandatory that we come back for it. There you go. You can see you don't have to be right next to this thing to mine it. We've currently got 17 ore. I think we'll get to about 20 and then we'll call it. There's your 19, and this will provide us with the 20 that's required. Or desired, I think. Yeah, that's good. And then we'll head back. You got water. It looks like you ice. Yeah, you can't just eat it raw. We can just go straight for food. There's no thirst in the game. It's just food. Looks like this is now offline. Once again, I will place in some... oh, it looks like you can place in plant material. Oh yeah, provides like a half one. That's pretty good. Right, so over to the smelter, and I believe this won't function if this one was on, but, well, it has. There you go. Artifact 3, plus 5 research points. Go to continue, and I don't think... Well, we could go for storage. Cargo container, beacons. Oh, solar... there's solar power. That's really good. I am tempted with storage, though. I really am tempted with storage instead. Yeah, I'm going to research storage. Storage is the way to go, and then we'll just cycle an airlock, and you can see I can create habitat modules now. So I'm just going to create probably 2 habitat modules. That's all arcing and sparking. And just continue crafting these metal plates. Just going to go here as well, and I think I'll just create all this water, because I don't think you can do anything with ice. I think it's just... It is what it is. We can't create any more of those, but I can start to... Oh, that's powered down. Let me just put that in there. Cycle the airlock. Get the stuff. There we go. Place the rock down. This is why I want storage, because we just... There's stuff absolutely everywhere. So collect that, collect that. Collect that, place it down. This is where you have to be very careful now, actually, because if I placed it there, it would sort of mess us up a little bit. So I'm going to place it here. No, I'm not. I'm going to pick up... Hang on. Cycle the airlock. Dump down... That for now. No. I was going to pick up the generator, but there's no point. If I pick up the generator, it'll get rid of all the fuel that's in it, and I'd rather not do that. You can see we only have enough power for one thing. Solar power is what I tend to go for. Just because it's, in the game, free energy. And there we go. Connect all those up. And then does that, so you can walk around. Can't power them all, but it's not a huge task, not a huge problem. And just create all that water that I mentioned. Oh, and there's a cargo container, which I'm going to make because, quite frankly, I'm sick of everything being dumped everywhere. So cargo container will go here for now, and then I'm just going to open that up, and I'm going to store the rocks. We'll store all the rocks. I'll pick up all of these seeds and things like that. The seeds is the one that's mainly causing us the issues there. So we'll put all of the fruits, all of the roots, and the seeds, and now we're no longer just a dumping ground. And I'll place the ice in there as well, because I don't think I need any more. In fact, I don't think I need the water, quite honestly. We've got enough plant slop soup thing. And look at that. There you go. We're now 100 oxygen for this place. So that's pretty good. Right, I think we need more research points, so we know where one of them is. So I think we will go ahead and go and grab that. We've got more than enough soup power, more than enough oxygen, and it's over on the left-hand side. And we have the ability to chop, which is a desirable trait when we've got some sort of crabs that are made out of stone. Admittedly, we are the alien here, so you know, we are the one that's invading their territory, so to speak. Right, I'm going to turn off the torch because we do not need it. And here's an artifact. We'll dig this up. There we are. We might as well have a little look around while we're here. Just picking up some of this because we may need it in the future. Although I have a feeling that I will most likely dump the seeds as soon as we find anything of interest, aka another one of those. And that's fine. And what I like to do is get it so we're exploring new territory. Oh, I can see one of those monsters up above. Let's see what one of these does. And hit it! Oh! Yeah. There it goes. So are we exploring new territory? We are exploring new territory. And the minimap is very, very simple, but extremely effective as well, because it just shows you the colours, and you see any bright green colour there, you go, yep, that's where I've got some artifacts. In previous series, because we've done probably several, I'd say 3, at least 3. Yeah, we've done at least 3, I think. We got to a point where we really wanted to get all of the artifacts, but I don't think we ever made it. I really don't. I don't know if we ever got every single one. Wasn't for a lack of trying, though. Alright, looks like we've got nothing else to find there, but we found enough. We got some resources. Are we heading right back? Yeah, we're heading right back. So we have to almost certainly fix things here. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to pick up this. Ah, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to pick it up, but now I've basically wasted 1 fuel. So there you go. So fill that up. Just cycle the airlock for a second, just to get our suit all done. You can see that going up quite nicely. And that's it. Cycle the airlock. Come out. Fill that up. And artifact. See, we can't get past here, which is a bit of a shame, but it doesn't really matter. For this, I want to go for more metal plates. And what can we create? Well, at the moment, nothing. Metal walls. A fancier wall. It says a fancier wall. Does that mean that we can create wooden walls? You can create stone walls. Okay. Not too bad at all. I might place that next to that one there. What I want, though, is a jackhammer, which we require wire, which is created. And now we can create a jackhammer, which basically means that a lot of our problems are going to be removed with the jackhammer, which gives us loads of stones, which I currently can't pick up. And we've got a leak. To sort the leak out, you literally go over and press on it. We're going to put that seed away and then get all of these stones. Obviously, there's a lot of stones around here, so these big rocks we can remove. And I guess if we do that, we can create stone walls. Oh, and now we've started to get uranium. So this is useful for making an RTG. But yeah, we can make walls. Interesting. And I'm guessing doors. I don't know if it's strictly necessary to create those. We shall see. I'm mainly, let's say, in search of uranium. I'm just going to put those away just so I can pick up the uranium. Just going to cycle this airlock. Get ourselves full oxygen for our suit. There it is. And then look at all the rock we have. So how much is a wall section? It is 3. I'm going to craft 1 just to see what it is like. See what it's like. And pick up the rock, put in the uranium. I just want to see how large it is. If it's just 1 tile, it's not going to be that good. It is... Oh, 3. Oh, well, we could probably make a nice little wall around our base. And I think we're going to do that. We were going to be digging out all these rocks anyway to find, let's say, uranium. Is it uranium? I think it might just say, like, fission material or something. And we'll have... There we go. It is actually radioactive. It just says radioactive ore here. Unspecified. So we'll craft those. Go to the box. Don't like the idea of that sitting in our pocket. Is this wall a bit too far forward? I don't think it is. Oh, okay. And by the look of it, you can't... Oops, that's wrong. How does one... You can't pick it up, that's good. Yeah, you can't place it on... You can't place it on the mud, which makes total sense, obviously. And that's us pretty much out of stone. Alright, and also out of power, so I should probably do something about that. There you go, simple enough. And we found artifact number 1. Sadly, we've already found it. Doesn't matter, it's still tech upgrades. And we've got wooden flooring. Look at that, you can make pavements and stripe things like that. We've also got power, which requires 10 research samplers, which is what I'll be going for. Alright, and there's 9 walls. And I guess we can, from here, go along that way. Yeah, but I am going to do that. And I think we are going to chop this down. I don't like to chop these living ones down. But we'll have an entranceway at the top and an entranceway at the bottom. And we've got these to dig out. Alright, well I think we're going to leave it there for now. That's been a little bit of MewnBase, and quite an interesting one, I think. We've got a total of, what was that, 6 days? Oh, we're on day 6 now, so we almost went a week in the game, so pretty happy with that. And we've saw, there's lots of stuff. We've got walls, we've got enemies, and yeah, it's been a more difficult start than in previous games, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. At least it's been, at least to my mind, quite interesting. I may remove this wall. In fact, I am going to remove this wall because I want to move it one further down. It does mean the removal of that glowing mushroom type thing, but it doesn't really matter. Oh, there's soup power off. Let me just cycle that. Anyway, we're going to leave it there for now. That's been a bit of MewnBase. Hope you have enjoyed it. If well, I was going to say if you want to see more, then let us know. That is true, but regardless, we will be going through the series and continuing with that. So, yeah, that's been a bit of MewnBase. Next episode, we will crack on and, well, hopefully... place that there. And, yeah, hopefully getting a wall around this thing. Either way, I hope you have enjoyed the episode, and for what it is, the series thus far. Comments in the comments. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.